Week 6 is finished just basically the same as last week, but it was a little harder and I felt progress at the same time. I did a lot of, at the same as last week, a lot of practicing for the CAPM exam. Not the most exciting. Every Wednesday I check off a week from my life. I have a calendar that it is 52 circles across, and this goes to 100, either maybe more or less, you never know. And I checked off a week and I color code it. And this week there's a red strike if it's work. If it's filled in all green circle, that means I was on vacation or I enjoyed every single second of my life. And if I have a red strike with a green dot in it, or depending on how much green is how much fun, I try to at least, if it's not a vacation, there's a red strike in it. At the moment, if I'm not on summer vacation at high school or college, which isn't happening anymore, pretty much it's lots of red strikes now. And you try to fill it in with amount of green of how much fun you had today. And I've been on a great streak of having at least a sliver of green. And now that I do it on Wednesdays, I was born on a Wednesday. So I did the strike through on Wednesday, and this week, 0 green. Did not have any fun this week. The one date I had with my girlfriend, we went to a seafood place. I'm trying to get into seafood, and it was at most utterly disappointing place. She paid for it, which was crazy. I wanted to half it because it was extremely expensive. She insisted on paying for it. And the biggest thing for me was it was $11 for 4 pieces of shrimp. And that was, I guess, because it was fine dining. So I don't know if fine dining is really for me, but I made it through another week of my health reset and not mindlessly scrolling on YouTube, even though I'm posting to YouTube right now, or mindlessly scrolling any type of algorithmic feed. When I'm watching videos, do it with a purpose. I have made it so eating healthy every single day and working out every single day, getting closer and closer to that marathon training or back to marathon shape. I guess it's okay to have the goal of qualifying for the Boston Marathon, which is nice, but I guess the biggest thing this week is I finally started reading 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, which is a very popular book, self-help, business, leadership, everything book. It's a thing of a paradigm shift that I'm going to figure out what is the paradigm that I need to shift. And part of it is don't be so hard on myself, but also if I'm not hard on myself, I'm going to still have the life that I currently have, which is extremely stressful. Another thing I looked into this week is I am now at 90% of a toxic workplace environment, and it had to increase right as Florida summer is increasing. Starting to be here. It's a push. I can only hope by Thanksgiving that I have a sliver of what I'm hoping to get out of life and my goals of a new job and back into shape. We'll see. I can only keep going, put my head down and keep going. And another idea is to just one day, I forget the name of it, with 1% better every single day. And as long as I am doing the lead metrics that I'm putting into actions to get close to that, what I'm looking for every single day, that's all I can hope for. I ended up watching an Arnold Schwarzenegger video where he enjoyed working out really hard when he was in the bodybuilding phase of his life, that he knew that each individual rep got him closer to the body that he wanted. So he's saying, hey, whatever you do every single day is one step closer to what you want in life. So as long as I am taking steps every single day, this is the best as I can get. Some days can be worse than others. Today is not that great. Yesterday, every day this past week was not the greatest. But the only thing I can say for sure is physically I do feel better. So that asking ChatGPT, it knows everything about me. How long is this going to take until I can have that full focus go? Because of getting rid of what's considered cheap rewards, what it calls it, cheap dopamine rewards, into harder rewards, it's going to take about 5 weeks for my focus of hardcore going at it. I watched Alex Ramosi video, and he has about 8 hours of focus even longer. He can focus for pretty much almost all day. And I like to think Kurt Cobain, so I got his journals. I'd like to think he's one of the most creative peoples on time. Let's forget about his personal life, but his creative output was amazing. And the takeaway from that is he could focus for 10, 12 hours at a time recording at a recording session. So the ability to focus for a long time seems to be the go-to out of all the data. So I'm going to try to do that. I have a book. It's in my other room of Cal Newport's Deep Work. So mainly off of that, and it's getting rid of distractions. And so I'm going to try 7 Habits of Highly Effective People to order in order to be more successful in life, and what is success. And it's really what is more effective. So what am I doing that is effective towards getting my goal every single day, getting 1% better. And then it's like the iceberg analogy where I put in 80, 90% work that you're not seeing. So you're only seeing 10 minutes a week of me talking, or less or more, depending on the video. The culmination of the week in this video, but the whole week I've been just head down going hard at it. So hopefully I get success out of this. Biggest thing next week, so I will check in next week or if I don't talk about it at all next week. But so hopefully I do talk about it and I pass the CAPM exam and see how much that helps me with getting a new job. I applied to 3 this week. I got rejected from 2 that I thought I was extremely qualified for, and they said I wasn't. So we'll see. I'm seeing what is being qualified for a job. And the jobs that I applied for, according to LinkedIn, had less than 100 applicants, less than 30 applicants. But there are probably other ways people found out about the job. So we'll see. And also online job boards are the least effective ways to get a job. One of them I did ask for a recording interview, which is what I'm going to do right after this, having this set up. So we'll see how it goes. And I'm just going to keep going. The idea is hopefully the idea is 4th of July that I going hardcore every single day, networking, getting in, applying for jobs, doing all the things to get this new day job. So we'll see. See you next week.